bespoke radio for the masses.
Headline edition, July 8, 1947. The Army Air Forces has announced that a flying disc has been found and is now in the possession of the Army.
If the game is rigged, change the game. Game changer.
I occasionally think how quickly our differences worldwide would vanish if we were facing an alien threat from outside this world.
This is Fade to Black with your host, Jimmy Church, on the Game Changer Radio Network.
I need your help to get to the year 1985.
You're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Well, here we go. Fade to Black. Bespoke radio for the masses. Yeah. How you doing? Today's Thursday, June 23rd, 2022. It's Thursday night. It's Fader night. Man. I would like to welcome everybody listening all around the world, all across the United States. Hither and thither, to and fro, back and forth, up and down, east and west, north and south, far and near. This is Fade to Black for KJCR, the UnX and Game Changer Networks. Race Hobbs. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. What is cracking, everybody? How you doing? How you doing? It's Thursday night. It's Fader night. Open lines all night long. Yeah. 2 call-in numbers again this week. 818-921-6929 or 323-275-9695. 818-921-6929 or 323-275-9695. Now, I want to remind everybody the links to everything that I'm doing, all of our sponsors, everything that I talk about on the show is in the description box below. It's over one of these directions at jimmychurchradio.com. The banners are right there. Please click support the show. Go and visit our sponsors. All right. Talk about this later. Thunderstorm. Incredible. Kills viruses. It's uber quiet. You can't hear it. It's always running here in the studio. It's sitting next to me. Smells like fresh spring mist in here. Thunderstorm. Go visit Thunderstorm. BrainPEAK 9. BrainPEAK 9. I'm being serious. Jimmy sounds so fresh. He sounds so clear. He remembers things. BrainPEAK 9. Right there. BrainPEAK 9. 2 a day. It's gotten to the point where I look forward to BrainPEAK 9. I'm not kidding about this. Talking to a friend of mine about it the other day. It's like, dude, you too, right? Yep. Telling you, right? Yep. BrainPEAK 9. All right. Are you going to the MUFON Symposium in Denver? There is a special for those that can't go, a streaming special for the Fadernauts, promo code Fader. The link is below. Head over there, sign up, get it. You're going to get a Travis Walton documentary DVD just for the Faders. Nobody else gets this but you. And they have a great lineup. You know who's at the MUFON Symposium this year? One of the greats, our friend Dave Scott, Spaced Out Radio, at the MUFON Symposium. So go support MUFON, support this show. Go, head over, right? Promo code Fader. That's all you got to do. I think it's Fader. Might be Jimmy. It might be Jimmy. Just click on the link. Go over, figure it out. All right. All right. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. That's all you got to do. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. And hashtag F2B is the sandbox. And the other day I was talking about, before I get to the breaking news, I actually wanted to share this with all of you. Posted this video. I walked into the bunker and I stood and went in a circle and just shot what I thought looked cool at that moment. And I shot this video. So I thought that I would share it with you. Here it is. Cut. There you go. I just thought I'd share that with everybody. It's too much, man. That is called too much. It's too much. It's too much. And I have obviously got a problem, and I need to get into a group, 12-step group. Hi, my name is Jimmy. I have no more room. I'm out of wall space, and I've got so many other things that I would like to put on display. I'm just going to be doing what I've been doing, which is just rotating stuff and moving stuff out, moving stuff in. But I started thinking, you know what I got to do? I got to cut holes in the walls. I need to cut a hole there and a hole there and a hole there and a hole. I'm serious. It's a problem, man. It's a problem. But I thought I'd share that with you. It was pretty funny because, you know, it was the light was coming in the window, and it was all lit up in here. And I went, oh, man. I dig this. That's why I shot it. And then after I shot it, I was like, man, you know, that's kind of like Instagram. That's what people post on Instagram. So whatever. So I thought I'd share it with you. It's kind of funny. All right. Now, throughout the night tonight, let's see if it started. Oh, I messed things up early. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I did. Ooh. All right. I messed up the timing and the order of all of these posts that are going up from Disclosure Fest. So I apologize for that. And after I figured out how to schedule things, I did them backwards, the schedule thing, and I clicked, and then it went forward and backwards. I didn't know how to delete them. I couldn't find it. So I was like, okay, screw it. So I guess there's already been a bunch of posts that have gone up from Disclosure Fest showing some pictures. Now I can't even see the order now. I apologize for that. I'm going to get to the breaking news. I sound like I don't know what I'm doing. Actually, I don't. Okay, so three 3 have gone up. They were supposed to go up every 10 or 15 minutes, and 3 just went up in like 90 seconds. Somebody help me, please. Help me. All right. So these are up now. And again, you can see it's set 1, set 3, set 2. So even these are out of order, out of the gate. And at that point, I was just like, I just can't do this. So I just clicked and I just put them all together. They're lumped together. They're coming at you in 3s and 4s. I think every 5 or 10 minutes, maybe 15 minutes or so, all the way to like 9 o'clock. So you're going to get a bunch. Now, I want to thank Calvin for his amazing pictures. He's a photographer for Disclosure Fest that shot the entire event. But he sent me his camera roll. So there's some of his stuff here. Of course, Brad and others that sent me pictures. I just lumped it all together and sent it out. Okay, so I'll get back to that at the bottom of the hour. Let me get the ticker going so you guys can see the phone numbers. Okay, I got that. What can I do next? How about the breaking news? Earlier today, the European Union officially accepted Ukraine as a candidate to join the 27-nation bloc, a historic move sparked by Russia's ongoing war. Charles Michel, president of the European Council, announced the decision on Twitter. All breaking news happens on Twitter these days, calling it a crucial step for Ukraine's path to EU membership. Ukraine filed its application just days after Russia invaded back in late February, and Moldova, another former Soviet republic, was also granted EU candidate status in the same announcement earlier today. I read some comments. Well, this is a slow process. And then I read another comment that said that Ukraine has already completed 70% of the application process, and they want to fast track this. So there you go. Is it going to be slow? Is it going to be fast? Oh, no. But they were accepted today along with Moldova. All right. Jean-Marie Volan, a marine biologist at the Lawrence Berkeley National Laboratory, and a team of scientists have just discovered one of the most disgusting things I have ever heard. They discovered a giant white bacterium lurking on rotting leaves in the brackish waters of a red mangrove swamp in Guadalupe in the Lesser Antilles. Now listen to this. This newfound bacteria, which is roughly the shape and size of an eyelash, is a single bacterial cell. One cell. It's so large, this bacteria, this single cell bacteria, that it can be seen with the naked eye. Ew. Just incredible. Well, some things I just have to share with you. That's why I love you. Well, it happened again. This time it wasn't a beaver. That's right. The power has been restored to downtown Asheville, North Carolina, after a squirrel caused a massive power outage yesterday morning. Duke Energy confirmed with their local news channel 13 that the power was back on just after 8:30 a.m. today. Officials say a squirrel had gotten into some wiring and caused the outage that impacted more than 3,000 customers in downtown Asheville. This is entropy, folks. This is entropy. This is entropy playing out. I've been talking to you about it, telling you, write it down. Entropy. Write it down. You have so many versions of entropy. right? You have thermodynamics and the other side of physics and the universe and entropy, and you have that version, and then you have squirrel entropy, beaver entropy. Things are simple. Start out simple with the squirrel, right? Acorns, nuts, and then it's taking down cities in North America. Yeah. All right. Archaeological discoveries made on the outskirts of Canterbury, that's in Kent, England, confirm, check this, the presence of early humans in southern Britain between 560,000 and 620,000 years ago, making it one of the earliest known Paleolithic sites in all of Northern Europe. The breakthrough involving controlled excavations and radiometric dating comes a century after stone tools and artifacts were first uncovered at the site. The research, led by archaeologists from the University of Cambridge, confirms that an ancestor of Neanderthals occupied southern Britain when it was still attached to Europe, and gives evidence of the earliest animal hide processing in European prehistory. And that is completely nuts. Acorns, pine nuts, macadamia. Is macadamia a nut? Cashew is not a nut. That's a seed. Did you know that? The mercury browned. What's up? I can't say words tonight. What's up with that? The mercury bound probe, Bepi Colombo, that's right, has taken its second look at its target planet today during a super close 500-mile flyby designed to slow the spacecraft down and adjust its trajectory. Bepi Colombo is a joint mission by the European Space Agency and Japan. The mission, consisting of two orbiters stacked on top of each other, by the way, launched back in 2018. Since then, ground controllers have been adjusting the spacecraft through a series of 9 flyby maneuvers, 1 here at Earth, 2 at Venus, and 6 at Mercury itself, to gradually slow Bepi Colombo so that it can enter orbit around the solar system's innermost planet in 2025. There you go. I got through it. I need some more coffee. Man, you know what? I want to talk about my pillows. So I buy these pillows, and they are amazing. And normally, I mean, I know when I turn over at night, and I know when I flip, and I know when I'm adjusting my pillow, and I know when I'm doing this, and so I know this. You know, I don't actually sleep through the night. Anyway, the last 2 nights, hit that pillow, turn on my audiobook, out. I'm serious. So the edges of the black hole will slow down time. And as you enter that's all I got, man. I got half of the first sentence. Waking up yesterday and this morning going, man, I don't even think I moved. Have you ever, here's a remote control. Have you ever done this where you're so tired, remote control in your hand, right? And you wake up 8 hours later like this, right? Remote control in your chest, drool coming out of your mouth, right? And you're like, crap, I didn't move for 8 hours. Well, that's what I've done the last 2 nights. I have just absolutely man. So what am I doing messing up words? I'm so fresh. I mean, I might do it once a night, but not 5 times in a paragraph. Yeah. I'm in a great mood. It's Thursday night. It's Fader night. It is open lines all night long. Okay, let me see how many more tweets have popped up. Have these actually happened? They have. Okay, we're up to set number 5. Okay, so these are happening, and I'll get to these after the break because let's get the show cracking now. On this day in history, I almost said happy birthday to Genocide, and I've got it in my notes, and his birthday was actually yesterday, and I missed it, and I feel really bad about that. Happy birthday, John. John, everybody in the chat room here, let's make this happen. Everybody here in Twitter and in the chat room, say happy birthday to Genocide. That man is incredible. He's incredible. And this is the deal. You know, I said to him, I said, dude, you look pretty old for 29. And it's because he does. He looks really old for 29. Happy birthday, Genocide. You're the absolute man. And I thank you for your support and your friendship over the years. You're just absolutely incredible. Thank you so much. Happy birthday, man. All right. Oh, where was I? Oh, man. I slept. I'm serious. I did 8 hours. 11:30 to 7:30 this morning. Straight. I mean, just woke up. Wow. Ooh, man. Oh, feel great. On this day in history, 1992, Mafia boss John Gotti, the Teflon Don, is sentenced to life in prison after being found guilty on 14 counts of conspiracy to commit murder and racketeering. On this day in 1992, Fader fact. Have you ever wondered about why all of the houses in Bermuda have those beautiful white roofs? I mean, they look great, right? And you see the pictures, you're like, man, everybody's got these really stylish, really nice white roofs. I want a white roof like that. Looks great. And man, it's like this tradition in Bermuda. Everybody's got it, right? Well, it's because Bermuda has no natural source for water. That's right. Each house collects rainwater using those beautiful white stepped roofs. And that is your Fader fact. So note that about Bermuda. Shipwreck. You know, you're out in the salt water. You're hanging on to a barrel. Your buddy's got a piece of wood. And you're like, dude, an island. We're saved. Don't drink any more of that salt water, bro. We've got waterfalls right in front of us. You start swimming. You get there, and there's no water. That's Bermuda. They have no natural sources of fresh water in Bermuda. I mean, that's mind-blowing to me. Absolutely mind-blowing. All right. Tonight's Fader night. It's open lines all night long. And I have posted up, follow me on Twitter. It'll be easiest to do that. Follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. And about every 10 minutes or so tonight, do this every year, right? Do this a few times a year with different events. This time around is Disclosure Fest, which took place this last weekend. I spoke to Adrian Valera today. He escaped town and is out relaxing. He'll be back tomorrow. But I want to thank Adrian for an amazing event. And here are a bunch of images that were both sent to me from Calvin Hang, who is an incredible photographer. Of course, our very own Brad Harris, who's an amazing photographer, and others sent me images, and I took some stuff with my cell phone too as well. So I've got this flooding the show tonight for the next couple of hours, and I'll go back and address all of these images briefly, because I could take the whole night discussing each one of these photographs. But I'll do that throughout the night. And I'll do this before the break. I've got to roll into a break right now, and I'll come back to your phone calls. The first set, which is set 1, but wasn't sent out first, I don't think. But set 1 is there. And there's a video that I posted. But this is Calvin taking pictures from the audience of the video that I posted of me going out and shooting the crowd, right? And check out those first 3 images. It's of me. He's back deep in the crowd, and I've got everybody yelling and screaming. It's so much fun. But it's image 1, 2, and 3 in this set, and they are here in order. Oh, no, they're not in order. Oh, no. Okay, forget it. Forget the story. Forget what I was about to say. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm serious. I'm just like, okay, tweet this, control, shift, click. Apparently, it was supposed to be in order so you could see it in order, but dramatic effect has been nullified. So with that, I'm going to take our first break. This is Fade to Black. Tonight is Fader Night, open lines all night long. 818-921-6929. 818-921-6929 or 323-275-9695. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. This is Fade to Black. It's Thursday night. It is Fader Night. Open lines all night long. Your calls, your conversation, whatever you want to talk about. We'll kick off the phone calls right after this short break. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
This is Nicole Church, daughter of you-know-who, and you're listening to Fade to Black on JimmyChurchRadio.com and the Game Changer Network.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
You're listening to Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
Fade to Black will now pause for alien identification.
The station that talks the net.
When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Yes, River Moon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Just click on the banner at JimmyChurchRadio.com and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can get our podcast for just $2 per month. All you have to do is click on the podcast banner over at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Hello, Fadernauts. Jimmy Church here. You've seen me with my Thunderstorm. Now you can purify the air in your home and get healthy, clean, fresh-smelling air and eliminate odors just like I do right here in the bunker. The EdenPURE Thunderstorm uses oxy technology that naturally sends out O3 molecules into the air, which seek out odors and air pollutants in your home and destroys them. It's called a thunderstorm because it purifies the air just like after a thunderstorm. And right now, you can save $200 on an EdenPURE Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. With this special offer, you're getting 3 units for under $200. Seriously. Go to EdenPureDeals.com and use Fader3. Shipping is free and it's easy. Just scroll down. You'll see my name right there, Jimmy Church. Click on it and get your deal today. That's EdenPureDeals.com.
Do you have an interest in the paranormal? Then you'll love the unxnetwork.com. The X is your streaming audio and video for everything supernatural, strange, and mysterious, like UFOs, Bigfoot, ghosts, and so much more. From hosts like Jimmy Church, Whitley Strieber, Micah Hanks, and Christina Gomez. Visit the unxnetwork.com show page for a complete list of all the paranormal programs you'll find on the X. Be sure to follow us on Twitter for updates at KUNXDB. Follow our Facebook group, UnX Network. Find the podcast on Spotify, iHeart, Audible, and Apple Podcast. It's time. It's new. It's the X.
9 out of 10 geneticists agree.
Fade to Black is not your father's radio show on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Hi, this is Rob Reiner from Anvil, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
What's up? I'm Chris. What up? This is Kyle Manson. You're listening to Jimmy Church Radio.
All right, welcome back. Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church, and I just started off during the break, hung up on 4 people. I did, and I know right now. I apologize, and I thought I was doing it right. And, yeah, I apologize, and I know you're listening to me right now, and you're not happy. I apologize. I honestly don't know what I'm doing. I've got calls on hold, but I hung up on 4. And absolutely a drag. Okay. I'm going to try to do this again. I think, okay, I grab. Okay. Hands off. I successfully put 2 calls on hold, so there's 3 and 1 live. I haven't messed anything up yet. Everybody just stay right there. Okay, don't be upset with me. Let's see who's up first. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Are you talking to me, sir?
You know what? I am. And if you're going to start off with that kind of attitude.
Wait a minute. Don't hang up on me, man.
Don't hang up on me, dude. I hung up on you, didn't I? And
how dare you? How dare you?
You know, everybody, this is Mark from Dallas. I can tell by his voice. But here's the deal. You were on hold, right?
Yes.
It was all good, right?
It was all good. I was so excited, and then I got shunned like a
I was like, okay, this is good. Lining stuff up, click, and every 4 calls on hold. All disappeared.
Oh my God, you hate me now.
Oh man.
Anyway, man.
So
man, what? Go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's on you, my brother. It's just great to have you kick off the show tonight and to hear your voice. What's going on?
Well, it's my honor, as you know. I'm just up here looking for the Lord, baby. I don't know what I'm doing. It's hot as hell here. Now, of course, I'm talking to a guy that lives in the desert. So I'm assuming I'm not going to get a lot of sympathy from you. I don't know what's the weather like where you're at.
Well, we had the thunderstorms for the last 2 days. So today we had a lightning storm 2 nights ago. That was incredible. I've already spent way too much time talking about it, but it was insane. You remember Tom Cruise, right? War of the Worlds. And
oh my God!
Right, and the opening scene of the movie when he's in his backyard with Dakota Fanning, right, and the lightning's going off in the sky, and he's jumping back, and it was like, that's what it was like. It was like that. It was, dude. It was happening, man. It was just so
I
cool.
love that stuff.
I do too. I stood out there. This is about 11 o'clock at night. 11:30. It might have been midnight, but I stood out there on my patio for 30 minutes. That's just in awe, man. It was just incredible, Mark. And then it's been hot and humid here. So 100 degrees, 100 degrees and humid because of all the rain. Which again, it's always a dry heat, but not right now. Not right now. It's not quite as bad as where you are. I always thought Dallas. Can I offend everybody in the great state of Texas right now? Can I do that?
Oh, I'd love to hear that. Yeah.
Okay. I always thought that Texas was a dry heat, right? Like Las Vegas, like Phoenix, you know what I mean? These places, Los Angeles. Yeah. And I remember the first time that I went to Houston in like August and stepped off the plane. I went, what is going on here? Holy crap. And then I went to Dallas and I'm thinking to myself, this is hell on earth, right? It's not because it's not the humidity of say Atlanta or whatever, right? Nashville, Memphis, when it's 90 degrees outside and humid, and that is just frighteningly bad. Dallas and Houston, it's 110 with that humidity. It's a whole nother level of torturous living. It's incredible, man. It's incredible.
Yeah, I tell everybody all the time, I don't know why in the hell we live here. There's always beautiful places in the United States to live, and we're just down here with the tornadoes, and we get snowstorms, ice storms in the wintertime, and it's hot as crap in the summer. I'm like, what do we?
I know. And like I said, you have this until you go to Texas, right? You've got this image of Texas, and then you go there and you experience it, man. And somebody said to me one time, you get used to it. I'm like, no, you don't.
Oh, crap.
There's no way you get used to this. Oh my God. Oh geez. Oh, okay. All right. Enough of that. I just pissed off so many people. But you know what though? Everybody in Texas knows exactly what I'm talking about. They're like, well, okay, it sucks, but he's telling the truth.
Texans are not mad at you right now, brother. You're preaching the gospel. What you're doing.
It's just gnarly.
Hey, man. The reason I called in, have you seen the newest Batman movie?
Yes.
Okay. So have I.
Okay.
And I've got 1 negative and 2 extreme positives out of that movie.
Well, you got 2 more positives than I did. Okay. I eventually made it to the end of the movie. Okay. It took me 3 cracks at it. I eventually made it through. You know what? Here's the thing. Patterson, right? It's not Patterson. Yeah. It's Pattison, right? It's Pattison.
Okay.
He's a pretty good actor. All right. And I think he did a really good job. And Twilight and Heartthrob and all of that other stuff that's been, the world's most handsomest kid and all that. Putting that aside, I didn't expect an acting performance like that out of him. And that was mind blowing. But the movie sucked. The movie sucked, man. It was so bad. He was great. He was great. And, okay, so my only positive take out of it, which is a weird one, should be there's, and I guess there were little things that were okay. But his car, the Batmobile, this throwback, looked like an old Chevy Camaro. It felt like an old Firebird. I thought that was really cool. I really dug that. But that was it. That's it. That's my.
You just hit on my first extreme positive was that dadgum car. I love that thing.
Yeah, it was cool.
That was like it was me and my buddies back in the day. You like getting an old S10 Chevy pickup and taking the body off of it and sticking a LS7 Corvette engine in it and fabricating a couple of metal wings and sticking on the back of it. I mean, it looked like a homemade car. I thought that was really a cool change, man.
Yeah, like a rat rod. It was like
exactly.
Yeah, it was like a rat rod, and I really enjoyed that.
I did too.
I did. And his throwback, it wasn't the space age outfit. Everything was like conventional and normal. Yeah. Like he wore combat boots, from Iraq, right? Or whatever. I'm being facetious here. That
you're right. No, but you're on the right track.
Yeah.
But you remember last time I called in, man, we talked about Willem Dafoe being the 30-year best villain in Hollywood. And I gotta say, man, this Paul Dano, you know who I'm talking about?
Yep.
That guy is the next Willem Dafoe. He may be the second creepiest dude in Hollywood. Man.
Yeah. He's all that. He's all that. But okay. And so what was your second positive takeaway?
Well, those are my two positives.
Paul Dano and Paul Dano. Yeah. Okay. Good call.
So you remember him in There Will Be Blood?
I do.
Right?
Yes.
One of my favorite all-time movies in my top 10. The scene of him, the preacher, and Daniel Day-Lewis getting saved and confessing his sins. While Paul Dano's slapping him in the face saying, "I've betrayed my family and my child." I'm like, that was Hollywood history. And Paul Dano, after that movie, Paul Dano was like one of my favorites. He was also in the bad guy in Cowboys and Aliens.
Yeah, he was. He's great. And okay, can I say something about Daniel Day-Lewis? Every time I see him in a movie, I think to myself, he's the greatest actor in the history of the world. There'll be 100%. Nobody better than Daniel Day-Lewis. And nobody, he's won the Academies, but people they don't talk about him like they should.
They should revere God in Hollywood.
Yeah. No, you're right about that. I can't figure that out. Maybe he's not a fun guy to be around. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe there's something in the circles that you and I don't know anything about. I don't get it. But man, Gangs of New York.
Yeah, you beat me to it. That's one in my top 5, maybe.
Well, There Will Be Blood. Didn't he play like Abraham Lincoln in something too?
He played Lincoln, yes.
Yeah.
Incredible performance.
Right. But There Will Be Blood. Oh man. And I know. And we talk about The Godfather. We do, and we should.
Yep.
Right? Okay. I understand that. And we'll talk about Jaws, and we'll talk about and I get all of that. I do. Mark, I swear I do. There Will Be Blood needs to be in that same conversation. Chinatown. Yeah, I get it. Yeah. There Will Be Blood.
I promise you, behind closed doors, other major actors are watching him going, "Holy crap. This guy, I wish I could act like that." I guarantee you, man.
And they do. How could they not? If you are, and I don't care who you are, right? Michael Douglas. I don't care. Jack Nicholson, Brad Pitt, whatever. Pick somebody. It doesn't matter.
Yep.
They're like, I'm okay, man, but I'm good. But I ain't no Daniel Day-Lewis.
I'm not there yet.
No, that's a
You know what I
fact.
heard he's doing now?
What?
You know what I heard he's doing now, man? He is a cobbler. He makes shoes.
I believe
Have you heard that?
I believe it.
Yeah. So he
believe
just like blew off Hollywood. He left Hollywood and said, you know what? I've accomplished everything I'm going to accomplish. I'm done. I've won the awards. I've got the accolades, whatever. He's got $1 billion that he can never spend, and he's just going to go work with his hands. And I admire that. He's that kind of guy to me. He's a man's man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I totally admire that. How many times have I said that? Right? Go find your bliss. It might be making shoes, right? It doesn't matter. Right? How many times have I said that? And good on him, man. He's back there cobbling, right? Cobbling, putting a heel on a shoe, just happy. Pop, 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 pop. Man, this fits pretty good.
I want to buy a pair of his shoes, man.
I bet they're, I bet they're nice.
Daniel Day-Lewis, that would be cool.
I bet they're nice. Oh, are you now tomorrow? Elvis. Are you in? Are you going to go to the movies this weekend?
And I want to see that.
I know.
I want that movie. I don't know if I'm going to go this weekend, but I do want to go see that movie, man. It looks good.
Yeah, you know what? This time I feel different. I think it's going to be okay.
I do too. I have the same feeling.
I have.
I'm willing to give. Yeah, I'm going to give it a shot.
Yeah, what's his name is the more that I look at him, I see why he was cast in the film, and you know, pulling off that role. You know, that's tough. There's too many critics out there, and you know, you're playing Elvis. You got to read the reviews. You know, you know how it is when you know your best friend is about to slap you, right? He's about to punch you because you just said something, and you got and you're bracing for it. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do with the review after you played Elvis, right? You got to just like. Okay, here it comes.
You know it's coming.
You know it is. I mean, you know it is. You got to get ready for it. Oh, man. Hey, real quick, any new guitars? What's going on in your world?
No, man. God, this is going to sound crazy, but I've actually been toying with dragging the pedal steel back out and playing it again. I've had that thing put up in my shed for about 5 years. I haven't touched it. I haven't even set it up. In part, I don't know why, but something is calling me back to that instrument. You know how they do. You know how you can instruments, and non-players don't know what we mean by an instrument calls to you to come play it, and they do that, man. And I've been getting the urge to set that thing back up and start playing again. So I may drag that thing out and start playing again. I played many a night in Fort Worth. At Billy Bob's and some other places over in Fort Worth playing steel guitar. I was a hired gun doing that for years. And it's a really unique instrument. It's cool. There's not very many people that play them. And there's a lot of zen in playing the steel guitar.
There is. It's a total art, and nothing, you know, makes an emotional thing come out of you like a friggin' pedal steel, man. Done correctly, make you cry like a little girl. You know. Now, what kind of slide do you use? Do you use a triangle? Do you use a finger slide? Metal, brass, plastic? What do you use?
This one is like a ceramic coated steel bar that is a round, heavy bar, and it's I don't remember who makes it, but it'll go all across, nearly all the way, completely across all 10 strings.
Is it rounded on the end? Does it look like a lipstick case?
Yes.
Man.
Yes.
Mark, you know you're the dude, right?
No, you are.
No, you're the dude, man. I mean, that's impressive. Slide guitar.
Dude, I'm coming to Palmdale. I've already got a plan in place. I'm gonna bring a bicycle, and I've got a short sleeve white shirt and a tie. I'm gonna go door to door and knock on doors till I find you. I'm gonna look like a Jehovah's Witness. I'm gonna just go door to door, man.
You know what you do? There's like 3 or 4 post office mail people. You know, I was going to say mailmen, but that's politically incorrect. But find my guy. His name is Ernie. He's cool. You'll know Ernie. You'll go, that's got to be Ernie right there. And just go up and go, where's church? And point you in the right direction. The other day, I'm on the other side of town, and I'm doing some stuff, and then I got to head out. I got to go out of town, and I pulled into a random gas station, and I'm there, you know, doing my thing, and I had to get gas and breath mints, right? Okay, so anyway, and I get out and I go, and this is what I hear from behind my back: "Church, you look pretty snazzy." I'm like, who in the hell knows me over here? I turn around, it's Ernie. I was like, Ernie, what's up, man?
What's up, baby?
Man, you know, and here's the thing, and apologize to everybody that's on hold, but it's Mark from Dallas, and it's my show. I can do this all night long. Get to know, and I'm being serious, whoever delivers your mail, that is the toughest job in the world. I mean, I can't imagine, right? Like it's like being a school teacher. There's a few things, truck driver, right? And show them the love. And Ernie and I, over the last year, I've been here for a year now. Okay. It's kind of crazy, but I'm at my 1-year anniversary here in Palmdale. And Ernie and I, we're friends. But I'm going to tell you, man, he has straightened out a couple of crazy things for me. And you got to, you know what I mean? I've lost a very expensive package in the mail, right?
Yeah.
Track that thing down, you know, and Ernie comes and knocks on my door, and he's like, "Here, man." I'm like, "Well, dude, well played,
my man.
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and try doing that if you don't know, you know, the people that are around you and everything, and you try to go and work through the system. I've got a missing package. Okay, well, whatever. Good luck with that. But I'm being very serious, and he's just a really cool dude, and it was just so funny that somebody like that just made my day. By going, "Church, you look pretty snappy." And I turn around and it's him. Very cool.
Life is just a series of, relationships, man. That's what life is all about, if you want a quality life anyway. And, I mean, he's no different. He's human. You know, we think that civil servants are different types of people, but they're just people like us, right?
He, so a few months ago, I hooked him up with a kit, right? Couple of shirts, couple of hats, you know, some stickers and some other stuff. I think a coffee mug, you know, hooked him up. He's got the Fade to Black box and he puts it in his car. And he comes up to me a couple of days later. I'm sitting out on the front porch. He stops and he's in his, his mail truck and jumps out. He goes, "Man," I go, "What?" He goes, "I went to a car show in Riverside." I said, "Oh, really? How was it? What'd you see?" He goes, "Man, I had people coming up to me. 'You're a FADERNIGHT.'" He goes, "What the hell's a FADERNIGHT?" And I go, "What?" I go, "You're a FADERNIGHT." He goes, "Well, I know that now." He goes, "Holy crap, man. I can't believe you're in my neighborhood." And it was like, and I said, welcome to the party. But it was just so, you should have seen him stop when he saw me. Jumps out. "What the hell? Man, you didn't tell me that was going to happen, wearing that hat at a car show."
I didn't know you were a celebrity.
Oh, man, it was really, really funny. It was, and so again, everybody, whoever delivers your mail, whoever is helping you out get through life, thank them.
That's it.
Thank them.
There you go.
I mean, I just can't imagine it. I mean, especially through the last 2 years or 4 years, and the stress on on everybody out there. And then there's the half of this country has a job that keeps this country moving, right? Half of the country keeps us fed, gets us water, right? teaches our kids, that keeps this country moving forward. Thank them.
Yep.
Thank them. Thank every single one of them. Every one of them. Like you.
Very simple, Barry.
And I thank you. Yeah, man. Oh, man.
Oh, well, I thank you for giving us this, giving me this stress relief every night, dude. I'm serious. You perform a hell of a service for a lot of people. So, and I know you're very humble, and you never want to talk about you and what you do for us. And I've tried to thank you numerous times when you change the subject immediately, like you're about to do now.
Right, I am.
But I just think that we owe you a lot of thanks, and I think you feel that. I think you know that.
Thank you for that, and I truly mean that. But for me, just like Daniel Day-Lewis, making those shoes. Right now, I'm making shoes. That's what I'm doing.
I get it.
I'm in my happy place, and for me to be able to just sit here and chat with you. We've never met, Mark, right?
We need to fix that.
We're going to fix it. But how many conversations have we had over the years? Countless. And
a lot.
And we've become friends. But the audience knows this, and that we are all family. And it's a big audience. I get that, and I'm humbled by it. But we are family, and for me to come in here, it's a humbling experience for sure, but it's my happy place. Let me tell you something, man. It's a 20-yard walk, from my kitchen through the house into the bunker. And I'm walking in here with my coffee, and it's 10 till 7. I was like, do. Yeah, it's man. I am happy, and I'm humbled by it. Mark, enjoy your weekend, my friend. Stay out of the heat. And don't tell me you have a swamp cooler. You've got air conditioning, right?
Swamp cooler. My grandmother had a swamp cooler when I was a kid. I remember sleeping in front of that thing during the summertime. Yeah, no, I actually have air conditioning.
Man, a swamp cooler doesn't do nothing.
Not in the weather like this, it doesn't.
No, man, spit on yourself, wipe it on your face, and blow on yourself. I'll talk to you, Mark. Enjoy your week.
Bye, brother.
I just offended the other half of the great state of Texas.
You
have a great night, man. I'll talk to you. Thank you so much.
Okay, talk to you later, man. Bye.
You're the best. Mark from Dallas, everybody. And that's it. That just set the mood for the entire show right there. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. 818-921-6929. 323-275-9695. It's open lines all night. Let's just talk. Let's have fun. This is family. It's Fader Night. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. This is Fade to Black. I'll be right back after this short break. Stay with us.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse, KUNX-DB, VX.
2022 MUFON Symposium is in Denver, Colorado, July 7th through 10th, and it's on. If you can't make it to Denver, get the live stream. You can watch it live and anytime later. This year's theme is UFOs in the Spotlight. Our speaker lineup is incredible. Join Cheryl Jones, Peter Robbins, Michael Schratt, Kathleen Martin, Tom Reed, Paul Hynek, Peter Davenport, Dave Scott, Craig Campabasso, Donald Schmidt, Mark D'Antonio, and me, Ron James, for an exciting inside look at my new film, Newsflash, Congressman Tim Burchett has just confirmed that he will be making an exclusive live presentation at MUFON 2022. Tim is the most outspoken member of Congress on the UAP topic. You do not want to miss what he has to say. Sign up for our live stream. Get all 3 days of the MUFON Symposium, a 1-year subscription to MUFON TV, and an awesome free gift. What's the free gift? Find out at MUFONSymposium.com/Jimmy. That's MUFONSymposium.com/Jimmy. You do not want to miss a thing.
Hello, Fadernauts. Jimmy Church here, and I know what you're thinking. Lately, Jimmy sounds so fresh. He's so alert. He's so now. Well, that's because of biotech research and their new supplement, BrainPEAK 9. BrainPEAK 9 contains 9 nutrients that may help support brain function of memory, concentration, recall, and improve focus. Other memory supplements can cost as much as $129 for a 60-day supply. But right now, for a limited time, if you use the discount code FADER, that's right, FADER, just for the Fadernauts, you'll get a 60-day supply for just $49. There's no better time than right now to see what others have been raving about. Help improve your brain function. Go to BrainPEAK9.com and enter the discount code FADER. That's right, for the Fadernauts. That's BrainPEAK9.com. Discount code FADER. And the links are over at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Click on it now. Seriously.
This is Billy Carson, founder and CEO of ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. ForbiddenKnowledge.tv is the fastest growing and one of the most watched networks in the world. And I would like to personally invite you to check out our expanding library of TV, film, lectures, and special presentations. ForbiddenKnowledge.tv has over 6,000 videos covering lost history, health, UFOs, spirituality, and our future. We are committed to our community, and with my personal invitation, you can right now get your own free 30-day membership at ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. Your own library of information starts today at ForbiddenKnowledge.tv.
Because you never got that pony you always wanted. Damn it. Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the Game Changer Network.
Listen, I know, and you know, that you've always wanted your first crystal skull. Or maybe you're a collector just like me, but you just don't know where to go to find the real thing. Then I met Carolyn Ford over at EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com. Carolyn is the guardian of Einstein, one of the most respected ancient crystal skulls in the world. All of her unique skulls have been imprinted sitting with Einstein in his sacred lodge and are carved from the finest gemstone and materials. Imprinting is the process of receiving the ancient wisdom from the master skull or master computer, Einstein, the ancient crystal skull. To see Carolyn's current collection of crystal skulls, just visit her store at EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com or click on the banner over on our site. Don't forget to use the promo code Jimmy at checkout to receive 10% off of your order today. That's promo code Jimmy. Finding your first or next crystal skull is easy. Just visit EinsteinTheCrystalSkull.com.
Hello, I'm Katie, and you're listening to my main man, Jimmy Church, on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Hi, this is Ray Hobbs here, repping the planet, and you're listening to my good friend, Jimmy Church, Fade to Black.
This is Toby Kebbell. You're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com. Don't hurt me, Jimmy. I'm only little.
Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier, and this is Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers. We're of the Honey Brothers. Hey, I'm Adrian Grenier, and I'm Ari Gold. We're the Honey Brothers, and you're listening to Jimmy Church, The Revolution.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and you can become an official Fadernaut by just going to our membership section at JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Hello, this is Serena Wright-Taylor from Conscious Life Expo, and you're listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church, who holds the Lucky Pony record for the best astrological chart since 1963. True story.
This is Micah Hanks of the Gralien Report, and you're listening to Jimmy Church on Fade to Black.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. Okay, I gotta do this really quick. Hold on, I'm gonna put you on hold. You just stay right there, okay? You'll be up next. Don't fear not. Okay, now I am putting you on hold. You just stay right there, okay? It's all good. And let me see here. 1 ringy dingy. 2 ringy dingies. Okay, I think I've got. I'm starting to get this down. It's over here, right? So it's bizarre. I got to do this. It's not in front of me, and I'm talking about the phones, and it's just the way that it is. But you know what? It's Fader night. To talk to everybody. Okay, really quick before I get to the calls, I want to go back to Disclosure Fest, set number 3. Those pictures, that is Adam Apollo, who was next door to us, packed that, and I'm over there looking like, man, Adam's got it going on. So I went over, and I think Brad took this picture, but I went over, literally walked up on stage, freaked Adam out, took a selfie, and sat down in the audience and listened to his presentation. While I think Laura Eisenhower was next door on my stage. But anyway, Adam lit it up. He absolutely lit it up. So that's Adam Apollo. The next shot, that is Matt Hammerschmidt. Matt, in the hat in the back, in the blue jacket, is the sound guy that has done my sound at every conference in every state for almost 10 years. And he is the absolute best. And in the middle there, sandwich, that's Adrienne Youngblood, the producer of the film The Observers and other films, and produces events. She is an extraordinary individual. And then right in front is our good friend Nathan. And all of us have worked together in some capacity over the years. I haven't seen Nathan in like 3 years. He showed up with his dog Sheba. I think I've got a picture of Sheba. And next, that is Olivia. She's 7 years old, a starseed contactee, telling her story of contact with Alan Steinfeld, and that was an incredible moment. And the next picture is the 3 of us on stage together, and Olivia is just amazing. And I might just get her on the show. So that's set number 3. And before I get to the calls, let's go to set number 4 so I can get caught up. This is a fade or not. Brad took this picture. And there you go. I think if you look forward, you can see Ellen Steinfeld on stage. So this is in the morning. This is early in the morning. So I don't know who this is. I've never met this person, but there you go. There were a lot of Fade to Black shirts at Disclosure Fest. It was a trip to see that. Next, there's the picture of me storming the stage, and there's another picture of Adrienne Youngblood and I on stage. Okay, so that's set number 4. I'll get to set number 5 here in a second, which is Adrienne Youngblood. A couple of shots of the 2 of us together. I brought her up on stage to talk about the Observers and her work in the community. This bottom picture in set number 5, though, I'm backstage. And Brad took this, and I wasn't aware that he took this picture, but I'm smiling, and I'm in a really good mood, obviously. And excellent picture, Brad. Thank you so much for that. Next one, there's Billy Carson and I. This is when he just finished up and walked off stage. And I just talked to Billy this morning. He's over in the UK right now at the Awakening Conference that they're doing for Eric Von Daniken, and the whole crew is over there. I talked to Billy this morning, and he was in Blackpool, United Kingdom. I cut a video for them for Blackpool to say hello to everybody. I wish I was there, but talking to Billy and Elizabeth today, they are over in England right now. So, man, in Blackpool. All right, we'll get back to pictures in a second. Let's go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? You're live. 3, 2, 1. Oh, I got it muted. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hi, Jim. This is Mike in Montana.
Hi, Mike in Montana. Sorry about that. I had you muted for a second, and my bad. So, how you doing, man? What's on your mind?
Well, I just have my connection seems to be fading in and out. I'll just ask a general question and I'm hang up to hear the answer. I saw a post on Facebook, I don't know, yesterday, maybe the day before, about pretty much what your T-shirt is kind of.
And what's that? Oh, okay, Mike. Okay, you did fade out. Okay, so repeat. Oh, Mike. Oh, he did fade out. The call just dropped on its own. So, Mike, you can try calling back and we'll see. I heard him say he saw something that reminded him of my T-shirt. Okay, so I don't know what that was about, but Mike, call us back, and we'll make that happen. Okay, and there you go. Let me see here. I believe we're here. If I'm going in order, we shall see. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy, this is Art from Florida. How you doing?
This is who from Florida?
Art.
Art. How are you, Art?
Pretty good. I retired. I originally from Michigan, which I guess you were just there recently.
I was 2 weeks ago. I was in Detroit. Love Michigan, man. Love Michigan. But you're
I lived in a suburb of Detroit, but originally from Alpena. You ever heard of Alpena?
Valpena. No, Valparaiso. But not Valpena.
Alpena. Alpena.
Is that how you say it? I thought it was Alpina. It's Alpena? Of course I know where Alpena is. Yeah, absolutely. All right. So what's on your mind?
Yeah, you mentioned Long John Nebo a few times on your show, and I was wondering, how long back did you listen to those shows?
I've listened. It's Nebel, Nebel. Yeah, Long John Nebel.
I pronounced that wrong.
Yeah, that's fine. I said Alpina, so it's all good. Long John Nebel out of New York, who had a very long running radio show, everybody, called The Party Line. And he was on, I don't know specifically, but I think around 1955. 1954, all the way up until his death in the early 70s. And then his wife took over the show. What was her name? Candy Clark? Anyway, she took over the show. She was kind of co-hosting with him the last 5 years.
Yeah, Jimmy, I listened to the shows, but it's got to been maybe 20 years ago when I went through them.
Right.
But I was wondering how good your memory is on that. Do you remember Jackie Gleason being on that show?
I do remember Jackie Gleason being on, of course. Yes. Yeah.
Now, do you see my memories on this? And I went back on YouTube because I know some of those are on YouTube right now, and my hearing's not like it used to be. But I thought he said that he knew somebody high up in the government. That the UFOs are for real, and Jackie Gleason was
right. He was talking about Richard Nixon.
Okay, so that is definite. Okay, I always wondered if that was Richard Nixon that he's talking about.
Right. Well, the story goes. Okay, so yes, the stuff is on YouTube, but there is also, you have to search for the exact name. I can't remember. But there is a website that is dedicated to preserving radio shows of the past. And it's like called the Broadcasters Archive or the Radio Archive. And so you can go into there and you can pretty much search every radio show that has ever been broadcast, and they archive. So they have nearly all of Long John Nebel's 25 years of broadcasting there, and you can go and check it out.
Very cool.
Okay,
all right.
So that
do you remember Strange Days Indeed? Do you remember Strange Days Indeed, which was from Canada?
No.
Was it another show? I can't remember the host, But they talked about this stuff quite a bit too. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, well, there was a lot of shows out there before Coast to Coast. And so if you go, one of my favorite shows was here in LA on KABC radio called Open Minds. And not Alejandro Rojas Open Mind, but it was called Open Minds, and it was live, and it was on Saturday nights here in Los Angeles in the 80s. And that show was incredible. I mean, it was insane. So anyway, back to Long John Nebel. So I from when I was a kid, I had always heard about Long John Nebel, and I would have a couple of times in my life, I had friends that had cassette tapes that they had made of Long John Nebel and recordings, and I was able to access those. Eventually, I got a pretty large collection of Long John Nebel stuff in sometime around in the 80s, going into the 90s. And then the internet came around. So I constantly, because I love talk radio, I would go and listen and study not only the guest and the information there, but how people did talk radio, how their interview styles, how did they ask questions, what was the format of the show. And I was always intrigued with that. And Long John Nebel was one of them that I spent a lot of time listening to how he did his show. And his show, The Party Line, Fade to Black, is very close to The Party Line. There's not much.
Oh, I think so.
Yeah.
I think so quite a bit. Yeah, you remind me of him quite a bit, actually.
And you know what? and that's pretty cool because I mean, that's a huge compliment. But and here's the other thing about Long John Nebel. And Art, I want to thank you for bringing this up, because I try to talk about Long John Nebel as often as I can, and I don't do it as much as I should. But I want to say this: you can go back and listen to Long John Nebel shows from the 50s and the 60s, and not only get information out of it, but enjoy them like these shows were broadcast today. It's really weird. It's not any different. It's an incredible experience to just go and check it out. And he would have 5 guests, at a time, sometimes 1, sometimes 2, sometimes 3, sometimes 5. That's why it was called The Party Line. And he would have 5 guests all live on the mic, and they would just sit and talk all night from 12 midnight until 6 o'clock in the morning. I mean, what a great idea for a show. Let's just sit and talk. And back then they were probably chain smoking cigarettes and drinking scotch and doing all of that. But it was just a great show. And so thank you for bringing that up.
The highlight for me was when they talked about Armstrong Circle Theater. I guess Kenneth Arnold was on there, and boy, was he really upset about stuff.
Yeah, that was
very entertaining.
That happened 2 nights in a row. And so you're talking about with Donald Kehoe. And so,
yes.
And so when that show aired about UFOs live on, I think it was on CBS, Donald Kehoe was on there, along with what that part doesn't matter. But Kehoe got cut off at the end. He went off script. And they had censors.
Microphone.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
They went to credits. They rolled credits. Well, anyway, so the next night, Long John Nebel, man, brings on Donald Kehoe. And Kehoe was so pissed off. And I always loved Donald Kehoe's voice. It was a high-pitched voice. Right? He had a high, I don't have a high voice. I can't even fake it. But he had a different, and when he got fired up, it got higher and higher. And that second night, man, that he did on the Armstrong Theater with Donald Kehoe was radio gold. So anybody.
Oh yeah, that was great.
Yeah, I highly recommend to anybody Long John Nebel, Nebel. And without him, there wouldn't have been a Coast to Coast. There wouldn't have been an Open Minds TV. There wouldn't have been a Fade to Black. Long John Nebel was the originator. And that's and see, one of the other things about Long John Nebel, and thank you, Art, before I let you go. One of the things about Long John Nebel is we can talk about UFOs. You know, I could bring on Dolan and Elizondo and Linda Moulton Howe and Whitley Strieber and, you know, all these fantastic guests and experiencers and authors and do this and have these conversations. Nebel was doing just that in the 1950s. And so think about the significance of Kenneth Arnold's sighting in 1947 and having Kenneth Arnold on the air. That and he had Kenneth Arnold on the show all the time. And they did so many shows on Nazi technology and Nazi flying saucers and flying discs in 1955. Go and check it out. It's an incredible resource. Long John Nebel. Art, enjoy the rest of your night, man, and your weekend. Great phone call. Thank you so much.
Stay cool there, dude. Enjoy your show.
Yeah, you too. Thank you, Art. And that's a great phone call. And I almost wanted to put up in the tweet. Or not in the tweet. What am I even saying? In the chat room, Long John Nebel. Okay, hold on. For those of you that don't know, it's Long John Nebel. And that's what you should do. Just go and enjoy your weekend. Go and listen to some Long John Nebel shows. I'm going to put you on hold. Stay right there. Just stay right there. Everything's okay. And go check out Long John Nebel and just enjoy it. And you're going to end up, I'm going to put you on hold. Stay right there. Enjoy your time over the next year with Long John Nebel. And let's see here. I think this is up next. Okay. 6-hour shows. And back then they would take phone calls and the photographs, and you can go and check this out online. Go look at Long John Nebel's studio there. I think it was WOR in New York. And Long John Nebel, 50 million people per night. 50 million. Think about that, man. And so in the background, so they got this big round table with the mics on it and where everybody would sit. But in the background were the switchboards, right? With operators with cables. They all had phones in front of them. And Long John had the phones there. And they had this way of getting the audio in to broadcast out. And somehow they got it done. And you should see that he had... It was probably, somebody could post a picture of this. It was probably 10 operators plugging in one ringy dingy, right? Like that. Incredible. Huge radio studio. Huge. All right, let's go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Hey, Jimmy. This is Cody from the Bridgewater Triangle. How you doing?
Get out of town, Cody. How you doing, man? What's going on?
Not too bad, man. Long time. Hey, so just real quick, just want to give a shout out to all the Fadernauts in the chat down in YouTube, Spreaker, Twitter, down in the sandbox. What's going on, guys?
Yeah, right on.
I actually, I'm just calling in regards to a video that I tagged you in on my Instagram that had, for what I can say is just a UAP that I'm not really too sure.
Okay, hold on. Let me find. You said it was on Instagram?
Yes, it was.
Okay, and what's your name on Instagram?
So my IG is Cody, CODY, with an underscore, Banks, BANKS 89.
Okay. Here's a Cody Bogardus. Is that you?
That is me, sir.
Okay. Bogart that joint. Why would you see? You're just letting everybody know you're from the 80s. And
hey, man.
Yeah, there you go. Okay, so let me see here. Images blurred to protect you from unwanted content. Okay, is this the video? Is it on a patio?
No, so my buddy was actually out on the backyard.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. My buddy shot this video yesterday. Okay, let me see here if it plays. And I'm hoping I don't just offend everybody by. Okay, let me mute this. How do I mute it? Is anybody?
There is some vulgarity. There is some vulgarity.
Yeah. Okay. So I don't think if I mute this. Let me play it. Okay. Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Okay, good. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, what the hell is that?
I'm really not sure. I'm really not sure.
Cody, is this real? Is that real?
I kid you not, man. I kid you not.
Really?
Black orb. And something's protruding. I don't know if it's a flame, if it's the sun reflecting off of it.
Yeah.
But it's in the same spot as it's rotating counterclockwise.
Yeah, I see that.
And that's coming from the ocean because we're on the East Coast. So from the ocean, from the east, going in west, northwest.
Right.
And I'm not sure, man.
That's a pretty cool video. What the hell am I looking at? All right, so you know this person?
Yeah, we work at the same company. Been working together for 3 years now.
All right. I can't download this. Oh, wait a minute. I can.
You should be able to save it.
Okay, I can. Okay, Cody's. I'm just gonna call this Cody video. Where was this shot?
Wareham, Massachusetts.
Wareham, Mass.
Wareham.
Ware. Okay. All right. So I've got this saved. I am going to well, actually, let me look at this in widescreen. Okay, hold on for a second. Now I can mute it. Okay. All right. Now I'm Now I can freeze frame it. That's crazy town, man.
I'm really not sure what it is, man.
Okay.
My buddy was he was in the same disbelief as you and me looking at it.
It looks like okay, I'm going to blow this up and look at this after the show tonight, Cody. Do I have your permission to post this video? Has it been posted?
Oh, 100%.
Has it been posted on the internet?
Just through my page, that's it.
Okay. When you say your page, you're talking about Instagram.
My Instagram, yes.
Okay.
Correct.
I'm going to post this up on YouTube tomorrow, and then we will have the UFO community come in and take a look at it. One of the best things, and I've got to take a break here, Cody. Let me thank you for this. Okay. Thank you. I'm being very serious.
Oh, you're very welcome.
And then we'll pull in the brilliant eyes and minds of the UFO community where they can come in and look at it. It looks like a black ball, and it looks like there's two things hanging off of it that are lit up. One is definitely lit up. There's something on the other side, but again, this is the first time I've seen it. So I'll blow it up tomorrow, but it's rotating and moving down behind the trees. It's crazy. That's a good video. It could be just a balloon. It could be something. It could be that, or it could be something else. I don't know. I've just seen it for the first time, but we'll get it out there to the UFO community and see what everybody says, Cody.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Jimmy. Thank you for taking my call, man. You have a great rest of your night, and later, faders.
You're the best, Cody. Thank you so much for that. That's a good video. That's a good video. Thank you so much, Cody. I'm going to take a quick break right here. This is Fade to Black. Thursday night, Fader night. That's a great video. All right, so everybody, just be patient. All right, I just got the video, but I've downloaded it. I just watched it in high def. Yeah, I'll get it up tomorrow so everybody can check it out and let me know what you think. This is Fade to Black. I'll be right back. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. More of your phone calls are next. Stay with me.
Way out here, we listen to Jimmy Church.
You're listening to Fade to Black.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
¿Qué tal, mis amigos? Yo soy Mario Carson, el tiburón, y los invito para que escuchen a mi buen amigo Jimmy Church Radio. ¡Claro que sí!
Introducing the Game Changer blend from River Moon Coffee that delivers a customized blend made specifically for the Fadernauts. If the game is rigged, change the game. It's a bolder cup with some bite. Game Changer is the coffee of choice for those that prefer an organic dark roast that is slightly lighter and milder, but it's still dark. With wild notes of pecans and chocolate with a rich, balanced, full-bodied cup that is roasted to perfection for a great coffee to start your day, as an after-dinner coffee or anywhere in between. Artisan, small batch, roasted to perfection. USDA certified organic, all River Moon coffee is freshly roasted and packaged in the USA. Just go to rivermooncoffee.com or click on the banners over on our site and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today. rivermooncoffee.com. Do you want to be an official Fadernaut? Of course you do. This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black. Just go to our membership section at jimmychurchradio.com. Fadernauts, when you think about the future of our country and where we're headed, do you wonder about the food supply? I do. Disruptions in the food supply chain could be disastrous, and they usually occur with little warning. That's why the smartest thing you can do today is to stockpile emergency food, water, and other essentials. I personally recommend My Patriot Supply. They're the nation's largest emergency preparedness company, serving millions of customers for more than a decade. In fact, they're the only source my family trusts for our preparedness plan. You should too. Right now, save 20% off a full 4-week supply of delicious meals that provide 2,000 calories a day. Saving 20% helps too, doesn't it? Especially now. So go to preparewithjimmy.com and get ready. That's preparewithjimmy.com. There's no time to lose. Do it now.
So, you love talk radio? Then you'll love TalkStreamLive.com. TalkStream Live is always on, 24/7, with the best streaming talk shows. Find your favorite talkers and discover some new ones. It's free, readily available online or on mobile with any smartphone or tablet. Finding your favorite talk shows all in one place has gotten a whole lot easier. Just go to TalkStreamLive.com. Be sure to download the free apps from Google Play or the iTunes App Store.
You listen to us, and we listen to you. And so does the CIA.
You are listening to Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Network.
Oi, oi, I'm Reese Evans. You're listening to Jimmy Church. This is Revolution. The revolution will not be televised. The revolution is on radio. Ciao.
Welcome back, Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. There's a 3-pack special right now on these. One for your car, one for your downstairs, one for your upstairs. Maybe you only have one floor. One for your bedroom, one for the kitchen, one for the living room. 3-pack special Thunderstorm, and kills viruses. And it smells like it smells like a thunderstorm. And the reason why I'm so excited about this. This is something that I use. This stays in the bunker. It is on constantly. And when I walk into the bunker, I smell it immediately. It purifies the air. It's this zone thing that is going on. It's absolutely incredible. You've got to check it out. And there's a 3-pack special right now. So go click on the link. Promo code, I think, is Fader, and click over. And if you click on the link, you don't remember the promo code, just scroll down and you'll see my name right there. Just click on it and it's all automatic. You don't have to do anything. It's just done for you. It's so cool. The Thunderstorm. Incredible. Okay. Where am I at? Oh, I wanted to get, so phone calls, 818-921-6929, 818-921-6929, or 323-275-9695. Very simple, 323-275-9695. And I wanted to get back to, hold on for a second. Okay, all right. Get back to the images of Disclosure Fest. Let me pop this up really quick. Let's see where we are at right now. Let's go to set number 6, because Brad and I, Brad Harris, we don't take pictures together. He's always taking pictures of me. Or he's, and we're never together at the same time. And we finally, Brad said, dude, let's take a selfie. I don't think we've ever, all of these years, we've never taken a picture together. And there it is, man. And I'm talking about two close friends right there. And I'm just so happy about this picture. Unedited, right off the phone. There it is, Brad and I. And thank you so much for that, Brad. I'm going to see Brad this weekend. This is Brandy, this next picture, Brandy Vale. And Brandy is a technology guru, and was introduced to me there. And we talked for about a half an hour, a long time. We talked for about 30 minutes, and she took me through a bunch of the technology that she's working with right now. Insane, right? And I'm going to have Brandy on the show, and you can follow her over on Instagram. It's Brandy Veil, Veil. But that's Brandy, and don't be fooled. Amazing eyes, right? Amazing. It's because the lights are on, and I was talking to her, and I can hang in a technology conversation, pretty much. I can, right? Or I can fake my way through it pretty well, right? I do it every night on the show, right? And I'm talking to Brandy, and I was like, I'm way out of my league here. I'm just way out of my league with intelligence and what is going on in the world of tech. So that's who that is right there. We're going to have her on the show. She's just amazing. So that's Brandy Vale. Go and check her out. Rivermoonwellness.com. Next pick. Oh, okay. There's David Palmer. Great show last night with David, and so much fun. I just can't say enough about David Palmer. There's something going on there, and I think that there's a pretty cool future with some synergistic collaborations going on. I just mad respect for David, and I'm happy. Oh, look who's in the background. There's Deborah Geesty in the background. I just saw that. Isn't that interesting? Sneaking in there. Okay. So that's David Palmer. Let's see. Oh, this next picture. Okay. So this was sent to me. Oh, I think Brad took this. Okay. In a series of shots. But this was pretty cool. We were saying some funny things. There was a large group of people standing in front of us when that picture was taken. And it was a pretty cool moment. But there you go, man. David Palmer. I just can't say enough about David. Okay, so that's it for set number 6. Let's see where we are at. Let's go to set number 7. It looks like they are in order. Okay, so the next shot, though, I wanted to. This is. I did this all day at Disclosure Fest. I know it's rude. It's just the way that it is. It's a completely rude thing to do, is walk up on stage when somebody is speaking and doing a presentation and taking a selfie. And that's what this is. David's up doing his thing. And I couldn't control myself. I'm like, man, I got to take a selfie. I just jumped on stage, interrupted what he was doing, and snapped that selfie. And he was gracious enough to not do something like crack me in the head, but that's a selfie on stage. Next up, this is Jake Taylor. Everybody, that's Jake with the blue hair. There's Brad Harris in the background. This is Jake Taylor, and Jake and I have been hanging out for a number of years. He comes to all the conferences and listens to all the shows, and he's always engaged. But he doesn't come into the Fade or Not world because he's off doing his thing. He's traveling around the world, and he just got back from Peru, Machu Picchu, last week. So anyway, but that's Jake, and I admire Jake so much and appreciate his friendship. And to have him come up, he brought his mom and introduced me to his mom, who was wonderful. Her name's Barbara. And but Jake is always there, and he's always there for me. And he's just a great dude, man. I love Jake Taylor. It's a few months ago. Oh, it was a Conscious Life Expo. So I'm tearing down the booth. I'm by myself. It's like midnight, and there's nobody around. And I turn around. There's Jake. He's like, comes up. Hey, Jimmy, man, you need some help? And I go, Jake, man, I love you so much, brother. And we took a selfie or something, but I ended up stopping what I was doing, and the two of us just sat there at midnight. Nobody there, empty hotel, and just sat and talked for half an hour. And I just love this guy to death. So that's Jake Taylor. Go and find him. Oh, his next picture. This is a great picture. I didn't know it was taken. This was I just introduced Laura Eisenhower, and I'm passing her the microphone, and she said something to me and made me laugh. I can't repeat it. But it was something along the lines of "I love you, man." But that's what that is. I'm handing off the mic, and Laura, for the next 60 minutes. Wow. So that's what that is. I'm handing off the mic. This is Levon. Now, I'm holding a picture that was taken many years ago. You can tell by his hair and by mine, by the way. So he's got a picture that he had printed out of the two of us from 3, 4, 5 years ago. And he brought it there and wanted me to sign it. And so I did, but that's not even the point. It was when you have a moment like that, everybody, where a fan, a friend, and has something like that means so much, and I'm signing it. It's probably, and I know this is a weird thing to say, it means more to me than Levon, and he's the one that brought the picture there. You can't You can't put a price on that. You can't. The emotional thing that's going down. And I know what his excitement, I am twice as excited. So what am I worried about in my nervousness and my excitement and my humbled moment is messing it up. You don't want to mess up his photograph. And I didn't. And then I got to take a picture of the picture later. I think that's there. But look at his smile. Look at mine. That's it, man. It just doesn't get any better than that. And I've been ignoring the phones over here because I'm over on this computer. 818-921-6929. Just call back. 323-275-9695. I see it lighting up, but I'm over here. Okay. Next up. Let's see. That was 7. Let's go to 8. Number 8. By the way, just follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. You can go down the feed, and it's labeled Disclosure Fest set 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. Demi Lovato is in the chat room. Oh, man. Oh, that's just too funny. Why do people do that? I mean, is it really her? But why do people do that? She's a great singer, by the way. She's absolutely great. But why did people do that? Sherman, how you doing, Sherman? Okay, all right. Man, I'm in one of those moods. This is great. Sherman in the house. Is that really Demi? Okay, hold on. How do you check? If I go here, let me mute this. If I go here and I go into the chat room right now for us, oh, that's the wrong. And I go into here. Is there a way? Can you click on somebody to see if they're real? How do you vet somebody on? I don't even know. How do you do that in YouTube? Where'd she go? Is she gone? Did somebody? Is she already out of the room? Did somebody? Could be real. Okay. All right. Let's see. But how do you? Somebody vet. How do you vet? Oh, here it is. Oh, you can't click on. You can't do that in the chat room. You can't click on somebody's name. Oh, that's a drag. Okay, so there's no way to vet. Yeah, you should have 1 million. But I can't click over here. Let me see. Okay, then can you search YouTube? How do you do that? Okay, if I go here, and is there, oh no, that's not, 17.7 million subscribers. Look at the real Demi. And so that answers that question. I don't know who that other one is. Okay. All right. Let me get back to, what was I doing? I forget now. I forget. Oh, phones. 818-921-6929. Everybody, 323-275-9695. Let's go. I'll pay attention now because I'm getting worn out with these pictures. Next set, which is set number 8. Yeah, Demi calls Jimmy. Okay, all right. Lily Fangs. I cannot express a great show with her. She's going to be on with us next week, everybody. So a little sneak preview for next week. Lily is going to be on with us. If you go to, because she was great on Fade to Black last week, and she was only on with us for 20 minutes. But if you go to her Instagram and check out her videos there, you just get taken to another level, and you understand. Lily is, I mean, there's world class, and then there's world class. And if you understand what the definition of that is, She is world class. And for her to walk up and go, church, I was like, oh my God, Lily, Fangs. And we sat and talked. And then later on that night, I'm going to put you on hold. Stay right there. You're next up. Just stay right there. Right before Trevor Hall, I'm putting you on hold. Stay right there. Don't go anywhere. Okay, I'll answer everything in order. Trevor Hall. Okay, what's going on? What's going on here? All right, you know what? I'm going to do this. Okay, I got to do this safely now. I'm screwing this stuff up. It's weird. Right before Trevor Hall, Lily and I had a chance to sit and talk for about a half an hour. And I am just so impressed with her, and I can't wait for her to be on the show next week. But that's the first shot. That is Lily Fangs. There's Matt Hammerschmidt. There's Michelle Anderson, one of the pillars of our community and a producer of Disclosure Fest. And she just did an amazing job, and she's the absolute best. Everybody knows her. Oh, there's Nilu. Okay, so this last shot, that's Nilu. Actually, Nilu and I, she's on set right now, but I'm just going to let everybody know Nilu and I have been texting through the whole show tonight, and I just texted her this pic. Nilu is amazing. She was the MC on the main stage all day, and I got some really great pictures of her that I'm going to post. But that's a picture of her and I. Through the madness of the day, we found a moment to just go and grab this. But she is about as special as it gets, and she's the glue behind Disclosure Fest. Let's go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
This is Rick in Glendale Heights, Illinois. How you doing?
How you doing, Rick? Everything good?
I'm doing good. Enjoying the show.
Yeah, what's on your mind, man?
I wanted to get your thoughts. I don't know if you talked about it. I haven't heard anything this week about Travis Taylor being with part of the UAP task force that George had found out. Have you any thoughts on that? It's kind of strange because he's being a skeptic on Skinwalker Ranch, and now that we find out that, do you think maybe he's even read in on anything?
Well, Travis, I think. Hold on for a second. I think Travis, you can tell in his personality that he's a good guy. He's a good person, right? I think his head is in the right place. The only thing, now I've never talked to Travis directly, but Travis seems to be everywhere all the time. I just hiccuped. Everywhere all the time. There's rumors out there, CIA, right? Defense Department, secret agent, physicist, there's these labels that are on them, knowing where the secret saucer crash sites are in New Mexico, Chris Bledsoe, Skinwalker Ranch. He just seems to be everywhere all the time. And that's and that's the only thing. So I'll get Travis on the show, and I think there's a way to talk through this to get an explanation of, dude, you're everywhere all the time. What's going on, right? And maybe we can get to the bottom of this, because now part of the UAP task force is another curious thing here, right? That's pretty curious, and just everywhere all the time on every subject, right? You know what I mean? And it's just like really weird. I could be talking to whoever and have this couple. Well, I was just hanging out with Travis Taylor. I'm just like, you too? I mean, who hasn't at this point? So if this gets confirmed, like this is some official thing, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
And it seemed like there was some connection with him and Lou Elizondo. Someone was talking about that. Lou didn't want to mention his name, and Lou that he knew that he's going to be coming out soon, or that the information was going to be coming out soon too. So I would like to know, how far is Travis read into this?
Right.
And just like Ben Hansen, I think, and they're both ex-military, they're both ex-government. So it's like, it's interesting. They're the face of Hollywood though for this whole topic.
Yeah, and and Ben, I like Ben. I talk to him pretty often.
Yeah,
and he's ex-FBI. Now, does that mean he's some kind of agent and he's from the inside? And no, I don't know. I don't think so. Ben is a pretty intense dude. First off, let me say this about Ben, and I think he's a really cool dude, right? But he's also like 6'6" and big and corn-fed. He looks like a Fed. He looks, when the FBI knocks on your door and you are in a bad position, it's Ben that's knocking on the door. That's the dude that scares the crap out of you. And so Ben, and so that being said, and I hope Ben hears this and laughs. That being said, an FBI agent knows how to investigate. An FBI agent knows how to try to get to the truth, right? How to weed through things. And, this is not true. This is a lie. This is true. This is facts. This is evidence. And a heavy training thing, Quantico and all of that. Well, Ben has been through that. So can he apply those skills? And this is what I appreciate, to come into the UFO community and apply those skills, which is what he's been doing on his TV shows and through his research, and benefit us. So that's the part that Ben, brings to the table. Ben intimidates.
Being able to read people.
I'm not ever going to lie to Ben Hansen. He intimidates the crap out of me. I don't lie to anybody, but what I'm saying is when you're talking to Ben, you're not even going to just like a little bit. No, you're not, man. You're not. So, Jimmy, what did you eat today? Dude, I ate all the sugar. I had corn flakes. I had frosted flakes for breakfast. I had Twinkies. I had chocolate bars. I'm not going to lie to you. Right? You're not.
Did you eat the last cookie?
Yeah, right. Somebody else. Well, I had fruit salad and I had a bagel with cream cheese. But not with Ben. Oh no, man. You're going to be straight up. Yeah. And that's what I like about him. Now, Travis Taylor and Ben Hansen together, I think we're all in the right position or Travis Taylor involved with anybody, or Travis Taylor with Lou Elizondo, or Travis Taylor on this, or if Ben Hansen gets onto the UAP task force, I think all of us would be correct in asking questions. Why? What's going on? Because the other part of it is the UAP task force is all government. Shouldn't we have a different, some different points of views in this investigation on the UAP task force? Wouldn't it be great to have, a Richard Dolan on there, a John Greenwald on there, somebody with a different mindset and would look at this a little bit differently and try to take things into a different direction? And would.
I wonder if the government's still working with Skinwalker Ranch, like with Bass, but they're using Travis Taylor to get that information, like what is Brandon working on through Travis Taylor?
Rick, that is like the most legitimate question, and that's fine. You need to ask that guy. I have no problems in thinking like that. That's it. I have no problems. I have no problems thinking like that. And here's the thing. I posed the same issues with the Bledsoes. Aren't you? Do you wonder why? You got Jim Semivan and whoever, Travis Taylor, whoever is knocking on your door. Don't you feel? Yeah. Don't you feel a little weird about that? And the correct answer is it better be yes. You know, you can't say, no, I'm cool with that. No, you're not. You should never be. I don't, man. If Rick, I've got to take a break right here. I'm about to run over. But listen, anybody from the NSA or the CIA or the FBI or even local law enforcement, they come at me. I'm not anybody's friend. No, I'm not.
They read your mail before you get it.
You know that's true. But yeah, I'm not anybody's friend, and you know, trust is earned. You know, and in the I'm going to take a break right here, Rick, and I'm going to thank you for this great phone call. Okay, thank you so much, my friend.
Yep,
and enjoy your weekend. And
go back, Tappy.
Yeah, go back, Tappy. Is this in my world, in my little thing? There's a circle of trust, right? Meet the parents, circle of trust. And to get into that circle of trust, you've got to earn it. And let me tell you something. If you get into my circle and you get out, you know, that circle of trust is broken. That's it. You're never coming back. I'm too old for BS. And for me to take the time at my age to encounter a friendship or something that you involve the circle of trust, that's a really big deal to me. Don't blow it, right? And so for anybody out there that has come into the circle of trust, whether it's from a group of friends or researchers or authors that are on the inside, and they know who they are, trust me. They don't want to be out of the circle of trust. But to get into it here, it's a really big deal. It's a really big deal to me. And if you're out of the circle of trust, whatever it is, man, you get blocked. Whatever, man. If you're one of those, that's it. It's over. Done. So think about that. And so when somebody comes on this show or is invited in, now we're dealing with the circle of trust. This is Fade to Black. I am your host, Jimmy Church. If you're on hold, stay right there. All right, I'm going to take a quick break. This is Fade to Black. It's Thursday night. It's Fader night. It's open lines all night long. I'll be right back. Stay with us.
Hi, everybody. This is Rob Halford, the Metal Guard on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse, KUNX-DB, BX.
2022 MUFON Symposium is in Denver, Colorado, July 7th through 10th, and it's on. If you can't make it to Denver, get the live stream. You can watch it live and anytime later. This year's theme is UFOs in the Spotlight. Our speaker lineup is incredible. Join Cheryl Jones, Peter Robbins, Michael Schratt, Kathleen Martin, Tom Reed, Paul Hynek, Peter Davenport, Dave Scott, Craig Campobasso, Donald Schmidt, Mark D'Antonio, and me, Ron James, for an exciting inside look at my new film. Newsflash, Congressman Tim Burchett has just confirmed that he will be making an exclusive live presentation at MUFON 2022. Tim is the most outspoken member of Congress on the UAP topic. You do not want to miss what he has to say. Sign up for our live stream. Get all 3 days of the MUFON Symposium, a 1-year subscription to MUFON TV, and an awesome free gift. What's the free gift? Find out at MUFONSymposium.com/Jimmy. That's MUFONSymposium.com/Jimmy. You do not want to miss a thing.
Hello, Fadernauts. Jimmy Church here. You've seen me with my Thunderstorm. Now you can purify the air in your home and get healthy, clean, fresh-smelling air and eliminate odors just like I do right here in the bunker. The EdenPURE Thunderstorm uses oxy technology that naturally sends out O3 molecules into the air, which seek out odors and air pollutants in your home and destroys them. It's called a thunderstorm because it purifies the air just like after a thunderstorm. And right now, you can save $200 on an EdenPURE Thunderstorm 3-pack for whole home protection. With this special offer, you're getting 3 units for under $200. Seriously. Go to EdenPureDeals.com and use Fader3. Shipping is free and it's easy. Just scroll down. You'll see my name right there, Jimmy Church.
Click on it and get your deal today. That's EdenPureDeals.com.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? UNX Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNXDB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
This is Jimmy Church of Fade to Black, and I only drink Fade to Black blend coffee from River Moon. Just click on the River Moon Coffee banner at jimmychurchradio.com. Promo code F2B Blend.
This is the only way forward.
This is Fade to Black. Make contact.
When you take the beans from Central America with dashes of Indonesian and African mixed in and then roast it to the dark side of Fade to Black, you create the ultimate brew of fringe. Introducing the Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Yes, River Moon's darkest customized roast was created for the love of Fade to Black. The alchemy of masterful roasting and smoking the beans is in every sip of this full-bodied, dark Java. I need my coffee dark, deep, with distinct bittersweet chocolate highlights, just like the bunker. Leaning further into the darkness of the roast is Fade to Black blend from River Moon Coffee. Just click on the banner at jimmychurchradio.com and use the promo code F2B Blend for 15% off of your order today.
You want to know a secret? I love ponies. I really love ponies. I'm serious. I couldn't stay sane without ponies to brush.
Why Fade to Black? Because you never got that pony. Damn it.
This is Fade to Black with Jimmy Church on the Game Changer Radio Network.
Welcome back. Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. 818-921-6929 or 323-275-9695. Again, 818-921-6929 or 323-275-9695. It's Thursday night. It is Fader night. It's open lines all night long. And just great phone calls tonight. And I've been mixing in a bunch of images that I posted up automatically. God, I love that. In Twitter. You know what? I need to start doing that for every show where I'm not tweeting during the show. Just schedule the tweets. I look like I'm tweeting, but I'm not. And that's cool. Okay, so anyway, where was I? 818-921-6929 or 323-275-9695. I do have lines open, and I promise I'll look over in this direction. And then I will also look over in this direction at the same time. Let's get back to it. I'm at, okay, so if you go to set number 9, by the way, follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio. That's all you've got to do, at JChurchRadio. And you can see the sets of images that I've got posted up here on Twitter from Disclosure Fest. And they're all fun pictures. They're all really cool. Completely random, not in any particular order. And some of them appear like they should be together. They're not. That's because I had to do a bunch of these, and I just clicked on 4 in a row, 4 in a row, 4 in a row. So, but set number 9. And again, this is Alan Steinfeld with Olivia. She's 7 years old.
a starseed, incredible contact experiences that she shared with us over at Disclosure Fest. And I had the opportunity here to just sit down and talk for a second. But she's incredible. And one of the things I want to say this about Olivia, she talks to the animals, specifically squirrels. And they talk to her about things, about litter and the world and us and issues. And it's, and it's one of those things where, some will say, it's an active imagination. And there's something else going on with Olivia. And she's too clear-headed with the way that she speaks about this and her contact experiences and what these beings look like. And it's interesting. And so will I have her on the show? I think her mom would let that happen. I met her mom. Wow, that was a weird sound. Did you guys hear that? Oh, today. Okay, let me get back to these pictures. Today I heard first, probably the loudest jet aircraft I've ever heard in my life. And I hear loud stuff. And it was crazy. Ground was shaking. And I ran outside. And I got a quick glimpse of it. I took a picture. And there's nothing in the picture, so don't get excited. This thing took off. It was big. That's all I'm going to say. It was big. It was black. And it was deafening. It was that loud. Like I would have been shouting at somebody if they were next to me. And it was crazy. So while this thing shot up into the atmosphere in seconds, that's all I'm going to say. I'm not going to say what time it was. I don't want people to go and look, or I'm not going to tip off a foreign country, but it was crazy. Yeah. Okay, next shot. I'll get to the calls here in just a second. That's me emceeing at the beginning of everything and starting the mass meditation. As you can see, I've got about 10,000 people in front of me. Goes all the way back, all the way to my left, all the way to just a huge crowd. But what a great moment. And the lady here to my left, this young lady is signing. And that was really cool. I was watching her sign as I'm speaking, and I'm wondering how she's going to sign seriously. She's going to sign Go Beckley Tappy. But it was really cool. I've never had anybody sign for me. And if you go and you can watch the video of this, it's pretty cool. I watched it today and watching her sign. So that's what that is. That's Renette Senum, this next picture. She is currently running for governor of California, and she is part of us. She's part of the community. She's absolutely incredible. I don't think she's really she's mayor of Nevada City, California. I don't think she's got a party. And I don't think she wants to be a part of a party. I don't. But she's currently running for governor of California, and you can go look her up, Renette Senum, and check her out. She's incredible. Talked to a lot of friends that know her personally, and listening to her experience of her travels up in Alaska and this connection and synchronicities and things. She's incredible. And she's one of us running for governor right now, and her campaign is active, and you can go and check it out, Renette Senum. Okay. There's Robert Grant. Robert's going to be on Fade to Black next week. I've been wanting him on the show for years. The Robert Grant is on Fade to Black next week. Incredible presentation. I interviewed him. And so that's what we did. We sat there on the couch for an hour, brought the house down. So there you go. There's Robert Grant. Okay, so that is that set of pictures. Let's just go back to the phones. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling? You're live. Yes, you're live.
Oh, hello, Jimmy. How are you?
I'm doing good. Who's calling?
My name is Martin from Nashville, and I really appreciate you taking my call. I was listening to some other callers tonight, and it absolutely made me completely forget my question, but it brought me to the mind of, for some reason, Richard Doty. I wanted to know what you may, like some of your experiences that you may or may not have had with him. I'm just curious about that. And I may have another question.
Okay, that's fine. I mean,
if you don't mind.
Doty's kind of an enigma, and I get that. Before, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Why are you asking about Richard Doty?
That's a great question. I've had a number of thoughts about him myself. I, for some reason, earlier today, pulled up an old video, a documentary of his, I actually should say, called Mirage Man. And I had seen that a number of years ago. I think it came out in 2013, roughly. And it brought to mind all of the things that my initial thoughts on him were. I have read some other statements. I think it may have been Jim Simivan. It may have been Put Off or whatever, but I forget exactly who it was. They were talking about like how, I'm paraphrasing here, but they were essentially saying like how helpful he is to them these days. Now, I remember in this Mirage Man documentary, just that wonderful moment where Linda Moulton Howe is being interviewed and she's speaking about him and, of course, the history that they have. And she's actually speaking to the one of the producers, I guess, or someone involved in that. And she's like, hey, if you're trying to do this or you're trying to do that, I just want out. But just the overarching sort of history with him that has become, I'm not sure what I'm looking for, but the way that he has evolved into the UFO, whatever community, is fascinating to me in terms of everything that had happened to him with Paul Benowitz and everything. It's just to me, and hearing someone recently come out speaking about how he is involved in the community and such. And of course that documentary shows him at various UFO conferences and stuff. And like I said, I called in, I kind of forgot my original question, but he popped in my mind. So I just wanted to ask you about him. So if you would, please.
Well, okay.
That's a loaded question, sir.
Well, it is, but for years, and I'm talking about years, I had built up anger when it came to Richard Doty. And I had told myself I would never have him on the show. I would never have him as a guest. I was too concerned about losing control of my emotions and things, because I don't like to do that on this show. I don't like negativity or things.
Yeah.
But and then Mirage Man came out. I had Mark Pinkerton, the director, I think that's his last name, Pinkerton, on the show. And I have the DVD of Mirage Man, and I watched it a couple of times, and knowing what we all know about Doty and Benowitz and the stories and things, there has always been this negative aura around Richard Doty, and I think it would kind of suck if you're Richard, going to conferences knowing that you're the most hated man in the room, right? And that just can't feel good. Is it deserved? Probably. But years ago, he called into the show on like tonight. You know, it was a Fader night. And hey, Jimmy, it's Richard Doty. Oh, right. Okay. All right. So he ended up being on the show for about 45 minutes. And I asked him some pretty pointed
I heard
questions.
you talk about that before. I apologize for interrupting.
I don't know what show number that was or what year it was. You can find out in Twitter. Ask somebody, what the show number is for Doty on Fader night. But so then. After that, I think I brought him on to the show. I ended up meeting him in person. And I've had, and he used to work for Hal Puthoff in Texas. That is true for a number of years. And Richard retired from the Air Force and he went out and was working for Hal Puthoff. But okay, so as far as the UFO community goes, having him on the show and the reaction that I got a lot of hate mail. Jimmy, how can you do this? The integrity of Fade to Black and this is not cool. And so I had to hear from Richard directly. I had to give him the opportunity to face the music, and I think that he did it pretty well. But when you meet him in person, he's nothing but nice. He's been very cool to me and others around him. How could he not be cool? Because when you're so disliked like he is, if you're a dick in public. That's it. It's over. You got to be nice to everybody, right? Okay, so he's definitely that. And then the other part of it is you have to say to yourself, this is an act, right? This is an act. He's not cool. You're saying
your entire life an act, though. That's what you have to ask yourself.
But that's But that's where I'm going.
I'm sorry.
Yeah,
go ahead,
Martin. That's where I'm going with this. You have to say, you have to keep your guard up, right? You have to say to yourself, and I know that Richard's going to listen to the show. Maybe he's listening now, and he's probably nodding his head, going, "Yeah, Jimmy, you're absolutely right."
Right.
And I'm not saying anything. I don't like to talk bad about anybody. I'm certainly not talking bad about Doty, but let's face it. He was in the middle of the doo-doo a few times. That episode with Linda Moulton Howe at Kirkland Air Force Base, I talked to Linda privately for hours about this, and I got her side. I talked to Doty privately about this at length. I mean, not just something that was 5 minutes long. I'm talking about at length. Tell me your side. Both of them I'm telling you, I listened to both. They both tell pretty much the exact same story. And
so they're both telling the truth as far as what they related, from the incident.
Well, they talk about. Martin, it happened. She was invited. Yeah. She was in the middle of this HBO documentary in New York.
Oh, I believe it happened.
They wanted stuff done. HBO had their requirements. There was some things that involved the White House and some official positions that needed to be attained. Linda was working on all of that. Doty is providing documents. She goes to Kirkland. She's given documents to read. She's in Doty's office. All of this is being videotaped. There's mirrors and two-way glass, and Linda knew she was being videotaped. I think there was even a camera in Doty's office. She's in the middle, sitting in a chair. He's sitting at his desk. Well, anyway, Richard's at the middle of all of this mess, and those documents that were given to Linda probably had half-truths in it and real facts. What the Air Force was trying to find out was who was Linda's source in Washington, D.C. And this is crazy town stuff. So with this kind of deception going on that Doty is doing, and he wants to come on Fade to Black, or he wants to talk to me, has the deception ended in his world? Now is he coming clean? Is this the honest, the new, the fresh version of Richard Doty that I'm speaking to? I don't know. And
is he trying to make up for past whatever?
Well,
what's interesting to me about that incident that you're speaking of is Doty also talks about, like, he's reading some of these he's previewing. I think that's the scenario where he's like looking at some of the documents that he's getting ready to show to Linda Moulton Howe, who is absolutely one of the finest researchers that this field has ever known, and her story is a whole other show, and all of your listeners know this. But what's fascinating to me is listening to him talk about that, and he's saying, I'm reading through some of this, and he's like, okay, this is crap, that's real. Okay, this is crap, that's real. And like, but to my knowledge, and which admittedly is very limited knowledge, but wondering what parts of that are real, what part is crap. And then listening to, forgive my language, but listening to Linda Moulton Howe talk about some of the things that she read from that, which are profound, absolutely profound things. And then going back to Doty and going, this is crap, this is real though. And so that's a whole other rabbit hole, if you will. But,
and it all is. And so even for myself, who I'm somebody that I like to have fun in public. I like to hang out. I like to do those things. But on the other part is I only hang out with people that I like. I don't go and break bread and have drinks and stuff with people I don't like. I don't have time for that. I don't care. I don't want it around me. And Doty, I'm telling you right now, Martin, I've got to take a break in 30 seconds. Doty is somebody that you want to hang out with.
I believe that.
He's fun. He's totally cool.
Yeah.
He's totally nice.
I want to say this before your break. I appreciate you getting back with me. I had I'm the guy that asked you about the artwork that was behind your guitars earlier today, and you commented back with me, and I really appreciate that. It was on Instagram. So thank you so much, and I appreciate your time tonight, sir, and I appreciate everything that you do for this community at large, and your dedication to and your openness to everything that is out there. So thank you very much tonight.
Yeah, thank you, Martin. That's Martin in Nashville. I really appreciate all of that too as well, and enjoy your weekend. And I've got to take a quick break right here. It's weird. I mean, the thing, you ever have like itchy eyes where your eyelids, and it's like the most rewarding thing that you can do. It feels so good, right? You can't stop. Anyway, Doty is fine in public. I mean, he's just totally friendly, totally cool. He's got things to say. It's really weird. And you just got to sit back and go, man, okay, this is a good conversation, man, but I don't know, man. I don't know. And he knows that is what you're thinking. And he knows that everybody else around is thinking the same. He knows this. It's got to be a strange world, the world of Richard Doty. But he's always picked up my phone calls. We've always had great conversations. All of that is there. But squinty eyes, man. You just got to go, okay, squinty eyes. Yeah. This is Fade to Black. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. Got one segment left. One segment. Open lines all night long. Thursday night, Fader night. What a great night. And I'll get back to the rest of the photographs here too as well that I posted throughout the day. Fade to Black, Fader night on the Game Changer and UnX Networks. Race Hobbs. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I'll be right back.
You're listening to Jimmy Church and Fade to Black on the X.
Hey, what up, y'all? It's your girl Vivica Fox here, and you are listening to my boy, Jimmy Church, on JimmyChurchRadio.com.
Despite popular opinion, reading a book will not make you smarter.
But listening to Jimmy Church will.
Hello, Fadernauts. Jimmy Church here, and I know what you're thinking. Lately, Jimmy sounds so fresh. He's so alert. He's so now. Well, that's because of biotech research and their new supplement, BrainPEAK 9. BrainPEAK 9 contains 9 nutrients that may help support brain function of memory, concentration, recall, and improve focus. Other memory supplements can cost as much as $129 for a 60-day supply. But right now, for a limited time, if you use the discount code FADER, that's right, FADER, just for the Fadernauts, you'll get a 60-day supply for just $49. There's no better time than right now to see what others have been raving about. Help improve your brain function. Go to BrainPEAK9.com and enter the discount code FADER. That's right, for the Fadernauts. That's BrainPEAK9.com. Discount code FADER. And the links are over at JimmyChurchRadio.com. Click on it now. Seriously.
This is Billy Carson, founder and CEO of ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. ForbiddenKnowledge.tv is the fastest growing and one of the most watched networks in the world. And I would like to personally invite you to check out our expanding library of TV, film, lectures, and special presentations. ForbiddenKnowledge.tv has over 6,000 videos covering lost history, health, UFOs, spirituality, and our future. We are committed to our community, and with my personal invitation, you can right now get your own free 30-day membership at ForbiddenKnowledge.tv. Your own library of information starts today at ForbiddenKnowledge.tv.
Your 1 million gigawatt paranormal powerhouse, KUNX-DB, the X.
Are you ready to read about true paranormal events? UNX Media publishes nonfiction books about UFOs, ghosts and haunted places, time anomalies, cryptid creatures, and more. Just like KUNX-DB Radio, it's all about unexplained phenomena. Visit www.unxmedia.com to see our list of great book titles by Debbie Ziegelmeyer, Gene Walker, Devin Listrom, Wayne Lawrence, Bill Spicer, and yours truly, Margie Kay. That's unxmedia.com.
Introducing the Game Changer blend from River Moon Coffee that delivers a customized blend made specifically for the Fadernauts. If the game is rigged, change the game. It's a bolder cup with some bite. Game Changer is the coffee of choice for those that prefer an organic dark roast that is slightly lighter and milder, but it's still dark. With wild notes of pecans and chocolate with a rich, balanced, full-bodied cup that is roasted to perfection for a great coffee to start your day, as an after-dinner coffee or anywhere in between. Artisan, small batch roasted to perfection. USDA certified organic, all River Moon coffee is freshly roasted and packaged in the USA. Just go to rivermooncoffee.com or click on the banners over on our site and use the promo code F2BBLEND for 15% off of your order today. rivermooncoffee.com.
Are you intrigued by Paranormal Talk Radio? You'll love the new Paranormal Radio app from TalkStream Live. You'll find a great selection of talk shows covering UFOs, ghosts, strange phenomena, and much more. Download the Paranormal Radio app now and start listening to the very best in paranormal talk entertainment, including the network you're listening to right now, the Paranormal Radio app, free in Google Play and the iOS App Store.
Erica, Brittany, Gabby, and you're listening to JimmyChurchRadio.com.
It's not a lifestyle we chose. We were born this way.
This is KJCR at JimmyChurchRadio.com.
All right, one segment left. Open lines, 818-921-6929 or 323-275-9695. And I got time for maybe one or two more phone calls tonight. 818-921-6929, 323-275-9695. And I know that I'm not smooth at answering this phone system, and I'm just got to bring the old one back next week, and I'll put the effort in to get that set up. It's too easy for me to just go, you know what, this one's working, and I'm paying for these phone lines, and we're just going to use this. It's too much of a dance. I like to have 30 calls on hold in front of me, and so we'll bring it back next week. So anyway, in the meantime, 818-921-6929. If you want to get through, you can. 323-275-9695. I have open lines right now. Okay, going into this last segment. Going back to the photographs, though, I want to get this in. I don't want to let this get away from me. We're up to picture set number 10. And you can follow me on Twitter at JChurchRadio, and you can check out what I'm talking about here. I'm up to set number 10, and that's a picture of Robert Grant and I. He's incredible, way smart, especially when it comes to the math and the numbers. We'll be doing all of that next week live here on Fade to Black. Next picture, there she is, Serena Wright Taylor. Look at that smile. She's incredible. She's incredible. And she was there for, everybody knows, Serena, and an astrologer, an amazing astrologer. And she was there for David Palmer. Yeah. Pretty cool. So there is Serena. Man, I love her so much. She's incredible. I don't know when this picture was taken. I don't know, but I think Brad Harris took this, and it's just me staring off into the distance. But it's a great shot. It's a pretty cool picture. And there you go. This next picture, again, everything's out of order. Again, Brad took this from behind me when I kicked off Disclosure Fest in the morning. There you go. Great shot. It's just a great shot. Look at LA in the background and the way he's framed this. These are unedited. Everybody is just right off of Brad's camera roll. But if you look at this picture, that's downtown LA. Off to the left, that's the LA county building right there. Remember what was the TV show? Was it Dragnet? I think that started off the show every day, but that's it. That's the LA county building there. Superman, right there. There it is. And then off to the right is downtown LA. Right in front of me, that's Chinatown right there. And so that's that set of images. Let's go to what are we up to? Number 11. Oh, I did this only because I found these images and I've never posted them before. This next shot, that's Michael Tellinger, who came in from South Africa. And I introduced him, and this is him coming up on stage. I think this is 4 years ago at Disclosure Fest, 3 years ago, 4 years ago. But there's Michael Tellinger. It was just a great moment. And then I don't even know why this one's in here. That's me running off of the stage and handing it over to Michael Tellinger. Man, I miss that guy. This next shot, Brad took somewhere on the grounds of Disclosure Fest of Laura Eisenhower. And just a great picture. And I wanted to share that with all of you. There you go. That's a great picture of Laura. Okay. So I talked about this earlier. Levon and the picture that he brought of us from many years ago to sign. But I wanted to take a picture of the picture. And so that's what that is. And it's, man, It's just great. I love that. I'm going to leave that up there for a minute. Okay, let's get to now I saw somebody, I think Jessica posted in the chat room. I don't know if he's going to get to my call. I don't see you on hold, Jessica. Are you on hold? Hang up and call back because maybe I'm not seeing it here. Let me see. I don't show it is. I might be doing something wrong. Just hang up and just call back, and I'll see it pop in because she's saying she's on hold. And maybe I've got calls. I don't know. I don't understand the software. It just may be Jessica, and I apologize. I don't see the calls on hold, and I feel like I'm doing something wrong. So just hang up and call back. Anybody that's on hold, hang up and just call back, and I'll see if I can. I just feel like I'm doing something wrong, like I'm not seeing it. And I feel really bad about this. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like I've changed the view here and I'm not seeing things correctly. Okay, let me scroll down. I just don't see it. I don't. Jessica, I apologize. Just hang up and anybody that's on hold, I may have this messed up. Okay. Oh, holy crap. There was. Oh, okay. Everybody's hanging up. I don't know where everybody is. This is weird. So there are calls on hold. Okay, here we go. That's bizarre. Okay, I have not seen these calls, everybody. Hi, you're live on Fade to Black. Who's calling?
Jessica Rodriguez.
Hey,
You told me to call back.
Yeah, and
I called the 323 number. I could hear you talking about Demi Lovato, and you said, okay, you're next, and then you put me on hold. And then I've been sitting here. I was like, okay.
You know what, Jessica, I swear on all that is holy, I couldn't see the calls on hold. And okay, stay there. Okay, just stay there for a second. I'm going to put you on hold. I'm putting you on hold. And all the calls that were on hold are now coming in. I'm putting you on hold. Stay right there. Don't hang up. Okay, so let me see if this is visible to me right now. And this is bizarre. Okay, so Jessica, are you still there?
Yep.
I apologize. All of those, I watched it light up. Hang up. They were, and I couldn't see them. I apologize. How long have you been on hold?
All right.
How long have you been on hold?
It was since the Demi Lovato thing, like 50 minutes ago.
Yeah, it was like an hour. I apologize. Jessica, how you doing?
I'm good.
What's on your mind?
So, what's on my mind? So, I've been watching older episodes, as you know, of Mysteries with History, and you brought out your little medallion, and it's been bugging me ever since. Even I had one of the tech guys that works with Christina and you try to help me find it, and we can't find it anywhere on the internet. They only have like resin copies. They don't even have, or like hollow copies. They don't have anything close to what you had, that medallion you had. That, like, I've broken it down to Metatron's cube, Merkaba, mandala, orgon, pendant, talisman, medallion with element 115. And you said it had Macavite, but I looked up Macavite and I was like, That's not right. So Moldavite
Yeah,
is
Moldavite.
what is the Moldavite, yeah, is the one that is the actual thing. So I actually had to do some digging here. You got me doing some work over here.
I don't have that particular medallion right now in the studio. If you go over to Twitter and you look at some of these pictures of me, like if you go to
I don't have a Twitter account.
Okay.
I'd have to make one.
Well, I think I'm wearing that particular medallion that you're talking about by John Ferris. I'm wearing it. So you can go back and see that's Moldavite and see if that's the one that was referenced.
It's by who?
John Ferris.
John Ferris.
If you go to jimmychurchradio.com, okay, there's a banner for John Ferris. Click on that and go to his studio, and you can look at all of his stuff and see if that reminds you. Okay, it's possible.
Okay,
it's possible.
It's the remote viewing episode you did with Christina. And you brought it out, and it had a chakras on one side with like stones in it, and it opened up, and you said it opened up like a Stargate, but I was like, I don't know if it opened up a Stargate.
Oh, you might be talking about that. That's something else totally different.
It was in the black bag, and you were asking the audience to remote view it and to see if anybody could guess what was in the black bag.
Right.
And could guess what was on Christina's desk.
Yes. I remember that. I remember
It's
that
been
episode.
driving me crazy. I've been searching every day, and I even got somebody else helping me search for it, too. We can't find it. Everything is all resin to do with the Merkaba or the chakras or the medallions or the Metatron's cube or the mandala, organ, pendant, talisman. I've gone through it all. I've entered in everything and nothing. Dead end. I even looked under pocket watches that had like chakras, Metatron's cube, everything. I can't find it anywhere. We can't.
So that other one, if it opened up, it slid open.
Yeah, it had like a secret. You said it had a secret compartment that opened up.
I've got a couple of those.
Yeah.
I've got like 3 different pieces of jewelry that have secret compartments in it. And so that
I love stuff like that.
Yeah.
That's why I've been searching for it.
All of that stuff is in my jewelry box. I don't have it here in the studio. So there you go. I'll tell you what I'll do though. Next week on Fader Night, Thursday night, I'll bring in all of the stuff and we'll look at it. I'll have you call in. You can look at it on the camera. And let's see if we can narrow this down to a few different pieces.
Okay.
All right.
That'd be cool.
All right.
All right.
All right. So what else is going on? Hey, that was a good show today with Christina. Whoo, man.
Yeah. I caught the tail end of it, and then I started watching it again, and then I had to leave, and then I had to go to Walmart, and then I had to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I haven't watched. I watched the beginning and I watched the end, but I haven't watched the middle. So I'm still working on it. I was going to do it after this show. So,
you know what? Can I go on the record and just talk about my love for Walmart? Man, I love that store. Good Lord.
I'm
man.
always there. I feel like that's my second home.
So the other
day. They have everything.
The other day, okay, this is how bad Walmart is. Okay. I'm not making this up. Okay.
Is this where you got your pillows?
It was no, that was recent. This was last week. This was on another trip to Walmart last week. So I'm going through and I needed something from the cleaning area in the back because I'm pushing through. But so I'm going by the electronics section in the back of the store. Stacked up in the aisle are 75-inch televisions, flat screen, 75 inches for like $400.
Yeah, I saw those.
Oh, you did? Okay, so
over here. They were, I think it was 70-inch for. There was one for 458, and there was another one for 658, and it was 70-inch.
Right. So
I was like, what?
Yeah, exactly. So I'm looking at the 70-inch television, 75-inch for $400, and I literally went, I need that, right? and I'm like, wait a minute here. I'm here for socks. And I nearly put a 75-inch television in my shopping cart. And
you always say, I'm only going to go in there for one thing, and then you leave with a whole shopping cart.
Okay, so, and this, hold on, I'm not done. This is Walmart. So I talked myself out of the 75-inch TV that I don't need. But I was like, okay, I'll move this TV over here. I'll put this one in here, and then this one I'll stay. And I almost did it. So anyway, I forced myself, pushed the shopping cart away from the 75-inch TVs. And I pulled up right in front of that are curved 27-inch monitors, 28-inch monitors, curved. And
oh boy.
And I'm like, I need those too. I need 3 of those. Now, in front of me, right now,
like, what to choose?
I have, Jessica, in front of me, I have 3. 1, the one I'm talking to you on. 2 in front of me. 3 brand new 28-inch monitors on a monitor bar, right? And now I'm going to replace these with 3 curved 28-inch monitors. And how sweet would that be, right? And and I swear, I had to just push myself away from the 3 28-inch curved monitors. And
now, how much were those ones?
$150 each, right? And
that's not bad.
That's not bad. It's $450, right? But what that would mean is that these 3 brand new monitors in front of me are now going to be leaning against the wall in the garage. It's a waste. What do I do with these monitors? Do I tell the Fadernauts, the first Fadernaut at my house, I'll give you these monitors? What do I do? You don't throw them in the trash. And that's how I talk to myself.
Sell them to your biggest fans.
Who am I going to sell monitors to?
What if you say these are the monitors that you use in your studio? Do you know how many people would call and be like, I want it, no matter how much the price was?
All right. So if I do this, it's because of you. I'm just telling you, I'm putting it all on you.
I think you should go for it.
Okay. All right. Because
did you get the socks, Jimmy?
I got socks. And you know what? And here's the thing. I would love to have the 3 curved monitors. Right. I really would. And
I mean, you need it kind of because you're on air every night and you're looking at all kinds of different things. And if you think it would help you and benefit you, hey, go for it. And it's something that you could write off on your business. Target for free, right?
And you're right. And there's another reason for it. You want change. Right, you want to change up every once in a while. Put on a new shirt, a new jacket, and change is good. And that's the way that I look at it. So, all right, Jessica, I'm going to go get the 3 curved monitors. I'm going to go do that because of you.
Okay.
Curved. Hopefully
you can see very well with them and everybody's comments.
Well, at least I'll look good, right? I mean, so I could take pictures. Look at the new curved monitors. But yeah, I would like to do that and push him back a little bit. I have a monitor bar that holds these three, and they feel too close to me. So I would like to back them up and take this back a little bit and curve it out. So, all right.
Just as long as it doesn't mess with the phone lines like your other thing did. You had to go back to the old fold line.
Yeah, and it's
because that's a lot of wiring and all that stuff. But
yeah, I know.
It shouldn't be too hard.
You know what? You're a bad influence, Jessica. Okay, what else? Do I need a new car?
I always get my husband to get me whatever I want.
I can, man.
Everybody says you would be the best salesperson. I used to sell Avon to my dad every week when I was younger. When I was like 18, I used to sell Avon, and every week my dad was my biggest customer.
Jessica,
don't ask me how.
Thank you for being the fate or not that you are, and I'm sorry that literally you were on hold for an hour and a half. I could not see who was on hold, and please believe that. I couldn't find you. And as soon as you called back, boom, I picked up. Right.
But I think it's because I called the 323 number.
You know what?
Because I could hear you talking, and then you said, "Okay, you're next," and then you went to I don't know if it was a break or another call, and then I was like, "Okay, well maybe I'm next after this person," and then you took a couple of calls, and I was like, "Okay, did he forget about me? Did he lose me?"
Yeah. So everybody that was on 323 was somewhere else, and I couldn't view it. I'll figure it out. Well, it doesn't
We're out
matter.
in the ether.
Yeah.
We're out in the ether.
I made so many people unhappy tonight, but hey, it was a great night on the show, though. And thank you so much, Jessica. Enjoy your weekend. I'm going to go get those monitors. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Have a great night.
Yeah, you too.
Enjoy your weekend. That's Jessica, and I'll get the medallions. We're going to figure out what she was talking about, and I'll have them on screen, and it'll be a lot of fun with that. Thank you so much, Jessica. Have a great weekend. And what a great night on the show. I had so much fun. I didn't get to set number, what were we up to? 11, 12, and 13. But I'll say this, they're great pictures. Number 13 is Tyler, and he's showing his drawing that he made of his UFO sighting. And that's set number 13. That's the explanation there, and everybody can go and check that out. With that, I'm going to get out of here. Next week, Lily Fangs is on the show. I disclosed that. Robert Grant is going to be on with us, and somebody else that is a big surprise. So next week is going to be amazing. I'll see everybody on Monday. I am your host, Jimmy Church. This is Fade to Black. What a great Fader night. I just had an amazing time tonight. You guys are the absolute very, very best. Fade to Black is produced by Hill J. Palm, Renee, Dennis, and Kevin. Announcers are Steve Harder, Gene Vito, and Mark D. Kovar. Webmasters, Drew the Geek. Music, Doug Aldrich. Intro, Spaceboy. SpaceboyMusic.com. Fade to Black is produced by KJC over the Game Changer Network. And this broadcast is owned and copyrighted 2022 by Fade to Black and the Game Changer Network, Inc. It cannot be rebroadcast, downloaded, copied, or used anywhere in the known universe without written permission from Fade to Black or the Game Changer Network. I'm your host, Jimmy Church. I want everybody to have a great, safe, fun, amazing weekend. I'll see you on Monday. Go Beckley Tappy.